Hello there and welcome to this timeless reading where we are going to see what your spirit guides need you to hear right now. I'm doing something special today and this is going to be a pick a card. So my dear, on the screen you're currently seeing 3 different options. I want you to take a moment and tune in, see which of these options calls you the most, and you will find in the description a timestamp taking you straight to your reading. If you feel yourself being called to more than one of these readings, trust in your intuition and you might just find more messages for you today. Hello and welcome to your reading, pile number 1. Let's see what your spirit guides specifically want you to hear right now. Let's find out. Oh, you want to talk to me soon? And a reunion. Oh, you might be getting a heads up of some sort of a reunion coming up in your life. This, I am sensing, could be very much to do with some person, right? Meeting someone up again that you haven't seen in a long time. It can also be a reunion to self, returning to yourself. But I want to find out more. Can we know more? Okay, we're meant to use the tarot cards already. Alrighty. What is this reunion about for pile number 1? Can we know? What is this about? Okay. So I think there was a situation in your life or some person where there was a want to move forward in regards to something, an expansion, because you have here the 2 of Wands. This person is looking out into what is to come, already planning the next few steps. So there might be travel involved as well, specifically for some of you, for either you or the person, as you are potentially reuniting physically in this world. What I am seeing though, I think this was a situation where potentially there was someone being overlooked. Either it was you being overlooked or you overlooking the other person. Because this is the card, the 4 of Cups speaks on that. You see, she's kind of not super happy looking at these three cups, empty cups, you know. But look what is coming in, and she's not seeing it because she's kind of focused on this stuff that didn't happen, right? So this might have been something that was happening behind the scenes, that there was someone already behind the scenes, or you were behind the scenes. But I think this is now moving ahead into some sort of a new stage, because the 2 of Wands always pushing towards the 3. It's kind of like in music when you have certain intervals that kind of call for you to go in a certain way to release the tension as well. And if you don't, I mean, you can, but it depends. If you do it too much, then you'll have something that feels quite jarring to the ear. But it might have other usage as well. So even if the situation is difficult, maybe there is something different that you can take from it. We're going to continue. Can we know more? Who is this person? Oh my God, pile 1. What are you not telling me? You have the card of family. You have the card of familial bliss. The 10 always speaks on some sort of a completion. Here it's speaking on your emotions. And when you complete the lessons of your emotions, you reach happiness. You see here, these are 2 people looking at the children that they have, just being in the moment, being so happy. What I'm getting from this card, this is someone who is so rich. Emotionally speaking, they're so rich. They have felt it all in that sense. And it's every day they get to feel it again. And of course there's difficulty in all of this. But there is so much abundance. And you know, when we get to the end of our lives, are we going to sit there and think, oh man, am I happy I got that big house and those many cars and spend all that money? Or are you going to look back and say, oh, that summer night when I was having fun with my friends, I still remember it 40 years later because it brought me so much joy. And I am so grateful for these connections. What I'm getting to, my dear, I think your spirit guides are telling you that whoever's next stepping into your life, that where there has been some sort of a connection beforehand, it doesn't have to be much, but I do feel there's some sort of a connection. Now I just realized now you guys can see the phone. That's all good. Either way, I think your spirit guides want you to know that this person is coming in with a lot of good intention, and I see a potential, right, for this being someone that you potentially reach this with. I'm saying potentially a lot because, my dear, these are all potentials. Everything always is. When we look into the future, we are very much just seeing the direction. We're not actually getting the full outcome, you know what I mean? Can we know, is there something that this person wants you to know now? Because I have brought these cards here as well. I felt called to, and I guess it was needed, especially for you, my dear pal one. And we might finish on this. Yeah, what's the last thing your spirit guides or the person wants to say? There is no competition in love. There is no competition in love. So it doesn't matter what is going on in your life, what is going on in their life. When you, I think, come together in this union, and this might be someone that you haven't met yet, but it's a reunion because you met in potentially a different life. You know, we are, I would argue, just recycling. We're just continuously being recycled pieces within a closed loop, you know what I mean? But whatever's going on, I think the moment that this person steps into your life or you into theirs, or once this reunion happens, there's going to be just such a clear understanding of, oh yeah, of course. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter where anyone is or what is going on in an individual's life, because this will be like a 0.0 from which you then build. This is beautiful, my dear. I'm very excited for you. Very excited. I'm gonna get you 1 or 2 more. I just feel like we need maybe 1 more. Let's make it 3 messages. Yes, thank you so much. If you enjoyed it, maybe you want to leave a like or a subscription. I really appreciate it, my dear. It's safe to open up. Beautiful. Exactly. With the 10 of Cups being represented here, this is a life partner. This is someone who sees you and loves you for who you are. So you are not only is it safe to open up, it is encouraged. An apology is in order. Oh, could this be someone who was in your life, stuff did not go right, and now the person is coming back, having grown, having maybe seen what they weren't seeing in the beginning? Could also be the case for some of you, my dears. But that's going to be a reading. Thank you for being here, and hopefully I'll see you very soon. If you need a personal reading, you can find that in the description. Bye-bye. Hi there, and welcome to your reading, pal 2. Let's see what your spirit guides want you to hear right now. Trust that this finds you when it is meant to. Okay. Ooh! Oh, my lordies! Well, I just want to say, my dear, they are very proud of you. They are very, very proud of you. You have the 6 of Wands come up. This is the card of being celebrated. Here, actually, this is someone on stage. Maybe for some of you, this is something that you pursue, that you do. But I'm getting this sense of like being in the spotlight in a very positive way. In a way where it finally feels like justice is being served. You have justice here. Scales are being evened out. Whatever's going on, a victory is potentially ahead, or you are in it right now. It does feel like there was this is a clear consequence. If you see the connections of it all, then it feels like there is a very clear correlation between what is happening now and what happened before. And I want to kind of know, maybe to also give you a bit more of an understanding of what this could be speaking about specifically for you. And remember, this is a general reading, right? So can we know what was going on? Now that is too much. We're going to take this and all of the ones that fell out. Can we see which one needs to come out? Oh my god. Okay. All right. Well, my dear, I see someone. Yeah. I see. You have, my dear, the Emperor. You have the Devil. And you have the 7 of Swords in reverse. Seeing that this is us asking, what led to this now potentially victory, celebration? Equally, my dear, if positivity is coming in now. The negativity I see in the past is people, places, things being overly controlling, taking advantage of that, being used in that sense. The devil uses people as marionettes to do his own bidding in that sense. Like, I'm not actually speaking on the devil here, my dears. We're speaking on the concept and the archetype. So, but yeah, the Emperor is someone who plays people like chess pieces, specifically because he's coming up with this kind of energy of the devil in there as well. And the Seven of Swords coming out in reverse. This is the card of trickery, of stealing away with something, taking from another person. Coming out in reverse, I don't think that this was either addressed or dealt with. So this could look different for different people, but what I'm getting is, if this, let's say, was some sort of a court case, then, or if this was a thing that could have gone to court, it never did. Or there was not enough evidence for something. I think this is going to be very subjective, and you take it as you need it to. But your guides want you to know that this is now being evened out on the other end of it, right? So you're seeing the positivity come in, the victory come in. Can we have some from here? We know some more what needs to be said. It's not me, and education. Why am I getting the word projection in my head? You know, people sometimes, when they are stuck in their own narratives, and we all are stuck in our own narratives to a point, obviously. It is impossible not to, as we are all functioning through this human body. But what I'm getting here with it is not me and education. You might have before been in situations where people's own unhealed wounds and lack of looking at themselves was being projected onto you, where people were functioning from a place of unhealed wounds. Remember, the devil are the things that we do not want to address because they bring us comfort. And if you never address anything because you're potentially trying to keep the peace, I'm also getting that for some of you, like someone who's forcefully trying to continue in this everything is fine mentality and not addressing things potentially. But not necessarily. It can also be the another extreme who is very openly controlling in that sense. But yeah, my dear, your guides want you to know there's something here in regards to projection, and something that you had to learn to educate yourself. What I'm getting as well, and it's worth mentioning, this could have been you, right? It could have been that you were coming from a place of unhealed wounds leading to an overly controlling nature. And the realization and the working through it and the trying to grow and learn and change is now bringing fruits in with the Six of Wands here. We're going to get you some more cards. What specifically do they need to hear for pile number 2, please? Thank you, guides. We appreciate you being here. Oh, see? Someone lied. Yeah, someone lied. And I really see that. This lie or whatever's happening is coming to the surface. People are realizing, you are realizing. The spotlight is being shown on things that were being kept in the dark. Remember, this is a message from your spirit guides. So if you are worried about what is going on, if you are worried about the outcome or some sort of retribution, I'm also getting, you are taken care of, my dear. Oh, effort reveals intention. This is so true. This is so true because my own mother says a thing that she taught me, a saying that we have, the path to hell is paved with good intentions. She likes to say, and it's very true, in the sense that you can say as much as you want, and you can a good intention is only as good as the action that it is being met with. You want to be better, then do better. It's quite simple, actually, and we overcomplicate it sometimes. Also, especially if you're someone who likes to give people the room to take the time that they need, right? But again, it's the effort. If something is difficult for another person, it doesn't mean that they have to do loads of that thing to show that they care. But them doing the thing that is difficult for them shows the effort, the amount of effort that it takes. Okay, one last please for pile number 2. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed it, maybe you want to let me know in some way or another. I would appreciate it. And maybe you even want to stick around. I would love for you to do that, my dear. And try again. Maybe you try again to approach the situation, look at it differently. But I need to get you more cards. Okay, we're going to get these 2. If you were too much, let them have less. Absolutely. And chemistry isn't compatibility. Now these cards, like this particular one, is giving kind of romantic relationships energy specifically, but I think this can be applied to anything. When you think this can be, I see friendship as well, people that you think you get on with really well, but then it's just a matter of you get on with in a certain situation, but when it comes to actually being there for another person or seeing each other, that's not the case. Also in a work situation, I could see for some of you. So working with people where you think this is a great fit, we're going to make something together work really well, and then when it actually gets down to it, your approach to the work is too different as to making it actually function. My dear, that's going to be your reading. Thank you so much. I'll hopefully see you here again soon. If you're ever interested, you can find my contact for personal readings in the description. Bye-bye. Hello. Last but definitely not least, welcome pile 3 to your reading. Let's see what your spirit guides want you to hear right now. Which ones are we going to start with? These ones? No. Okay. I kept thinking I want to start with that particular deck, but we're meant to start with these small ones. Okay, for pile 3, what does the spirit world and their guides need them to know right now? Thank you so much for connecting with us, and I'm seeing the most gorgeous sunset, or rather the sun hiding behind the clouds, but it's looking very nice. Okay, this one, a lesson in boundaries. Ooh, I love to learn. Let's find out a bit more about what you're being asked to learn about, as I learn about it through you, my dear. Can we know what this lesson in boundaries is about? Thank you so much. Karma. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna pick you more cards, dear, before I go into any tangent there. What is this karma? Anything else we need to know before I get into it? You make me laugh. Okay. Yeah, and this one. There you go. Yep, that makes so much sense, my dear. This makes so much sense. Let's kind of start with karma itself. Karma, and you know, here you see it looks like someone looking into a magic glass ball. I don't know what this is called, but you know, it seems like this mystical thing that you can't quite grasp, that a lot of people don't take serious as well, right? But it is trying to connect and trying to explain the unexplainable. It is trying to simplify that which we cannot perceive. And if we simplify it all the way, it is the idea of action and reaction. Everything that is on the left side will eventually move to the right, and vice versa, and it is always moving. There might be a message for some of you in pile number 2, because the idea of balancing and justice and the scale was very prevalent there. Here, the karma that came out for you is the 8 of Wands in reverse. The 8 of Wands is a great card. This is the card of moving ahead and like fast stuff happening really fast, like boom, 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 boom. This came out in reverse, telling us the opposite is actually here the case. So you might have struggled in your life with things moving really slowly towards wherever you want to go. But my dear, what your guides want you to know this was actively a consequence of what has happened before and that which will happen still. Karma, you see? What I get here before, you have the Magician come up. You have the 10 of Swords come up. And the 5 of Pentacles. This is not necessarily a combination of cards that I would say shows me someone who has had it easy in life. Quite the opposite. I see someone here who is excluded, who is left outside. Why? Because maybe they gave away their spot. This is such a specific message, but there you go. The idea of kind of being brought to a place of complete release. Not necessarily through a positive way, but difficulty. Because the 10 of Swords is in the traditional depiction that we mostly look at, you see actually someone who's stabbed with like 10 different swords in their back, right? So here, you already are past this. Here you are already in the stage where you are birthed. This reminds me of the Notebook at the end, right? I'm not going to give it away. But the idea of the sentence, I am a bird, and that potentially we become birds and we are birds and we just move on to a different place, do different things. Through the lessons, through the karma, as we go through everything that happens, we also start to understand it more. So through this difficulty that you had, you started to also recognize things. And the inherent power that you hold, I think, was very much the main thing and the prevalent thing here. The Magician understands how the world works. And by his understanding and using the means that are at his disposal, he makes magic happen. You see here? Working outside of time and space, not necessarily forcing themselves into boundaries either, but at the same time implementing boundaries. I really think that there was a difficulty for you to really set up your own boundaries. Why was that the case? Because there might have been just such an overwhelm of negativity that it felt like that is what you deserve, what is for you, meant for you. Maybe you just didn't know any better, and it's just how you were brought up, where you were asked to always be the one doing the bending, you know, until you get to a place where you bend your back so much that it breaks. And then, what is then? I think then came a lesson of deep pain. And the karma. This moving very slowly. You learning this happened, I think, very slowly. But I want to know if the 8 of Wands is going to turn around. Is the 8 of Wands turning around as our pile 3 starts to really listen to their own boundaries, implement their own boundaries, not just their own, but also recognize those of other people? What will happen? Only good things. Only good things. And this whole spread, it's giving me kind of the same energy as the 8 of Wands if it was upright. What do I mean with this? You have the Knight of Wands, beautiful card, the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Chariot, and the Ace of Swords. Dear, do you understand how much potency I am seeing here? Because the extreme, this one extreme that you have seemingly been experiencing, the difficulty, the positivity that is then inherently yours to take and to receive because of the karma. There's so much here. There's so much. There's going to be equally as much. I definitely feel very strong connection to pile 2 here in this message, so you might want to check that out. But we have 2 aces, 2 new beginnings, a new beginning in how you think and how you look at things, in specifically this boundary setting. I think you're really seeing the light is what I'm getting. You're seeing the light because you are finding it in yourself. And this was your karma. This is your karma. This is the lesson that you had to learn. Wow, it took a while to get there. Do you feel it? I feel like I've been trying to get to this, to say these specific words to you, and it just took so long. And I think that's the experience that you've had, that it's been taking so long to actually get to the place. But you're here, babes. Ace of Swords, the Chariot, the moving ahead. If the Eight of Wands came out in reverse and said, look, there's a lot of energy spark, but it's just happening very slowly, here is now the moving forward. And how does a chariot move forward? By finding balance between the opposing forces. Haha, the Queen of Cups also shows me emotional maturity and a managing of the ebbs and the flows that comes more naturally, more inherently, that feels very good. Like I just feel like someone who's understanding themselves now. Queen energy, you know, time to wear your crown. I think that's your message. Time to wear your crown. You've done so much and now the positivity is coming in. And you know that this was a lesson that you had to learn very specifically when it came to boundaries. Okay, any last messages for our dear pile number 3? Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed it, maybe you want to like, maybe you want to subscribe and stick around. I would love to have you. And if not, no worries, my dear. I just hope to have helped, have been of help to you. That is my intention in this world. If you need a personal reading, you can always find that in the description. We already have a card that fell out. I want to, yes, there you go. Calm love is not boring love. Maybe that is something that you need to learn and you need to keep into mind. A nervous system that is maybe used to difficulty is going to find comfort in said difficulty, no matter how paradoxical it might seem. It is what you know. So if what you have known is difficulty and turmoil, then when something calm and settling and grounded comes along, it might feel like it is not the right fit. But I'm getting, no, this is exactly the right fit, because this is the consequence of you setting the boundaries and bringing in people who want to have a calm and happy life rather than a lot of trouble. You know what I mean? And fear is keeping you stuck. The fear of setting the boundaries and of how you will be perceived for setting of boundaries. But my dear, you don't want to, it doesn't matter how people see you, because the people who love and care for you, they are going to want to see you exactly as you are, and they're never going to do anything other than love you for it. And that's how it is. My dear, I wish you a lovely rest of your day. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for spending time with me and your guides, and hopefully I'll see you here very soon. Bye-bye.